Welcome to Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. My name's Ian. It's a new month, which means it's time for a new wall. But first, we gotta say goodbye to November, or should I say November, as November's wall, and I'm making a lot of noise, as November's wall was all new to us games. Um, this was a really fun month, and these aren't even all the games that we played new. We also played some new with some expansions, and we played a couple other new ones, I believe. And I played some in a new way at my board game club at school. We'll be here in a week with our month in review. But yeah, so Disney animated, that was a big hit. Metro Runner, Thunderworks, Windmill Valley, Hanami Koji, and Hanami Koji Geisha's Road. We have initial impressions for all of these except for Geisha's Road. We did one for Hanami Koji though. Maki Master, Fit to Print, and Cities. A lot of fun games. I'm just realizing you're going to see a lot of these companies back at the wall this month because this month is a very it's a different kind of theme. So earlier this year, I saw someone post somewhere on a Facebook page. They were doing a 24 for 24 challenge. Basically, they chose 12 games they were going to play twice each to play 24 games. Well, me being a teacher and being primarily a math teacher for the majority of my teaching career until last year when I went on to be exclusively a reading teacher. But I taught middle school math, taught seventh grade math, second, fourth grade math for the majority of my teaching career. Um, I decided to up the ante. And so my 24 for 24 challenge was that I was going to pick 24 games that I was going to play in the factors of 24, which means that I was going to play all 24 games once. I was going to play 12 of them twice, 8 of them 3 times, 6 of them 4 times, 4 of them 6 times, 3 of them 8 times, 2 of them 12 times, and 1 of them 24 times. And then I decided to up the ante on that because not only did I do a 24 for 24 where I chose 8 games I was going to play solo, 8 multiplayer, and 8 solo and multiplayer. Then I decided to do, I believe the second one I decided to do was a solo only. So then I chose 24 games that I was going to do solo only in different categories like worker placement, roll and write, Stonemaier games, I think was one of them. I think. I don't remember exactly what all the categories were. Let's see, what else was there? Uh, Small card games and other things. And then sometime in February, I decided I would really go crazy and add a third one where I chose 8 companies and 3 games from each company to play their games. And so I have three 24 for 24 challenges. That means there are 72 total games on these 3 lists. None of them overlap. And I'm getting really close. In fact, I have cleared all of the 12 times 2s, all of the 8 times 3s, all of the 6 times 4s, all of the 4 times 6s. I've cleared the 24 times 1 on the tabletop games. So the solo, multi, and multiplayer one was tabletop only. The companies and the solo could be played digitally or on tabletop. So I've cleared a lot of stuff on the tabletop only one. I've cleared almost everything on the companies one, and I've cleared a good portion of the solo one. The things I've not cleared is there are still 11 games I have to play one time. 6 of them on the companies one and 5 of them on the solo one. So those will definitely get played this month. And then I'm still making that push to 24. So without further ado, and there's a couple of the 2 times 12s, but some of those are also on the push to 24. So those should be pretty easy to do. And on the tabletop only one, there's a couple games I still need to get 8 times. But most of them only need like 2 plays, so that should be pretty easy. So the first set of games I'm going to put on the wall are the ones that I'm calling the push to 24. These are the games that I am going to push to hit 24 plays. Now, there are going to be 4 games on the wall because one of them is a little closer than the other, but one of them might be a little easier to get to 24. So the first one is my solo category. Oh, and also on this wall, I am only putting 1 game per company, which means, and I'll mention a couple other games as I put these up here. The first one is my solo game that I'm pushing to 24, and I need 13 more plays of this month. But I don't think that's going to be too hard because I'm going to get back into doing my playthroughs for all of the maps using heroes. So that is cartographers, heroes. I will be doing playthroughs for heroes and the map packs 4, 5, and 6. And when I do that, I always play them ahead of time first. So that'll be 8 of my 13 plays. And then I might play a couple solo on digital because this one will allow for digital. So cartographers is going to go up here, and I know I'm going to need something smaller up there because there's going to be multiple games up here. The next game on the push to 24 is a game we actually got to the month or to the table in November. This one still needs 10 plays. This is on my tabletop only, and I'm going to put 2 games up here for this. The first one is Race to the Raft. So Race to the Raft I need 10 plays of, which I'm sure when we get to the table, we got to the table this month with the Kickstarter expansion for our November new ways to play. I also did a solo playthrough of this with and without the Kickstarter expansion. So 10 plays is shouldn't be too hard. When we get to the table, it plays pretty quick. We usually play a couple times, and I'll get some solo. The other one on the companies that needs more than 10 plays, but might be easier to get the plays in, we'll see, is Rove. Because this one plays really quick. So, and I've got a lot of expansions for this that I want to try. So I'm going to put both these up there. One of these will hit 24. The other one, I do need another one for 12. So that'll probably be Rove. So Race to the Raft. And we're going to pop Rove right in front of that because I'm going to put one more game up on the shelf. And this is the last one that I need to push to 24. This is the one I am closest to. And I will be playing a lot of this solo. This is on my company's one. And this is from one of my favorite companies, Stonemaier. And that is Bowling Realms. And I only need 6 plays of this, which is going to be really easy because I haven't even broken out the RRR League for solo play. And I'm sure Jamie will have at least one more live play in December. And I got to get this played. So 6 times, that should be pretty easy. Let's see if I can get that up here with these. Might be a little risky. That might be a little much. We will see as I put more stuff up. That may need to get moved. We'll see. That one may need to be moved. The next set of games I'm calling Stacy's Shelf. These are games from some of her favorite companies as well as games she just really enjoys. So the first one comes to us from Underdog Games, and this is a game we need to get to the table. This is the 3rd edition. It also has a solo mode, which I'm excited to try. And that is Trekking the National Parks. So we're going to put this over here. Right there. And then, also from one of Stacy's favorite companies, Kids Table Board Gaming, a game that needs to be put to the table for the first time. Oh, and I will say with that is the only Underdog game that still needs to get to the table. The other ones have been to the table this year that were on the companies. This one is also on the company's challenge. This is the only one that still needs to hit the table, and that is Maple Valley. We've played this a couple times. I'm excited to get back to the table. So that is Maple Valley. So that one, it's kind of referring to as Stacy's Shelf because those are games that she really likes to play, or companies she really enjoys. And one more game that she really likes comes to us from Flat Out Games in AEG, and this one is on the tabletop only. I will also probably play this at my board game club this month, and I only need a couple plays of this to get to 8 plays, but I need 6 plays of it to get to 12, and that is Cascadia. So this one definitely will get out there. Ooh, I was hoping to put it there with those, but that's a little bit much. So we're going to put this up here and hope that I can put something small over there. This is going to be a pretty full wall. I think I can fit everything I want to fit. We will see. The next two games are games I need to get to the table for the first time. They are both on my solo only. Haven't played either of these for quite some time. One of them for a year and one of them for over a year. But I'm excited to get them back to the table. And the first one is Age of Comics. Oh my god, I forgot how heavy that was. Age of Comics. We're gonna put that on a shelf all by itself. I hope I have room for everything I want to put up here. I may be. Can I fit that under cartographers? Maybe we'll fit that under cartographers to help support that a little bit. That one I'm still not sure on. And then the next game is an Eagle Griffin game that came out last year, very early last year, delivered. Played it quite a bit early in the year and then have not had it at the table since, and that is Bot Factory. So I'm excited to get that one back to the table. And we're going to try and set this. Maybe set this up over here. We may have to take down these, might need to take these things down. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take down my decorations for the month. This is getting pretty full. So we'll take those off. Yeah, that's a little, that's, so I didn't test this ahead of time, so got a little space back there. Let's balance that a little bit and squeeze that in there a little bit better. Now we'll just squeeze them in there. And then the final two games, this one is my representative for AEG. That was my representative for Flat Out, but this is AEG. And the reason it's my representative because I still need all three of my AEG games to get to the table on my companies, including Guild of Merchant Explorers and Tiny Towns, because it's the smallest box, and I knew this was going to be pretty full, and that is Walking in Burano. So we'll put this right there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put that right there, I think. I may be rearranging this after I take this off. And then the last one is also another solo game. This one I only need 2 plays of to get it up to 12 so I can clear that. So that's going to be really easy. And I can do it either tabletop or on the app or I think on BGA. And that is Railroad Inc. So we're going to set that one right here. The other games that I need to get to the table are, like I said, Tiny Towns and Guild of Merchant Explorers by AEG. But I didn't have space for any of those boxes, so Walking Burano was put up there. I guess Walking Burano's on my solo. Guild of Merchant Explorers and Tiny Towns are on my company's one. And then for Flat Out, I also have to get Verdant to the table for the first time. And then for Thunderworks, I have to get 10 Penny Parks, shockingly, and Lockup to the table. And I do have the Lockup expansion, so I'm excited to play that. And then I thought there was, oh yeah, for Stonemaier, I have to get Libertalia to the table as well. And I have the expansion for that, so that'll clear off a couple of new things that came in this year off of our list. So there's the wall. It's 24 for 24. Can I make all of the factors of 24 in all 3 categories? I think the fact that I've got, well, Christmas break's a little late this year with the with Christmas being on a Tuesday, I believe. So I'm not gonna have 2 full weeks in December. So I'll have about a week and a half in December, I think, to try and get games to the table. So it's gonna be a push. We'll see if we do it. I'm really hoping I do. It's a lot of games, but a lot of them are also pretty quick. So we'll see. So there you go, 24 for 24. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be rearranging this after I get off the computer here. But we'll see. Join me in January to see if I cleared this because I'm going to go over this challenge. Wish me luck. If you like this video and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see the rest of our showcase wall introductions, follow that link above. And once again, this has been Where There's a Wills, There's a Play. My name's Ian. I'll see you next time at the table.